Once we have calculated a unit rate, we can use the unit rate to make calculations, in other words, to answer a question about a situation. Here's an example situation. Joe eats 40 jelly beans in 5 minutes. Here's the question we would like to answer. How many jelly beans will Joe eat in 20 minutes? In the situation, we are given a rate. The rate we are given is 40 jelly beans in 5 minutes. Remember, a rate is just two numbers with two different units. So we have a unit of jelly beans and a unit of minutes. Before we answer the question, we need to write an equivalent unit rate for this rate of 40 jelly beans every 5 minutes. A unit rate needs to have a denominator of 1. To calculate the unit rate, in other words, to have a rate with a denominator of 1, I need to divide both the numerator and the denominator by that value in the denominator, 5. So I'm dividing both the numerator and the denominator by 5. 5 minutes divided by 5 is 1 minute, and that was my goal, a unit rate with a denominator of 1. 40 jelly beans divided by 5 is 8 jelly beans. This unit rate tells me that Joe eats 8 jelly beans every 1 minute. I guess I don't need to say minutes. Singular minute. 8 jelly beans every 1 minute. Now that I do have my unit rate, I can make my calculation. I can answer my question. How many jelly beans will Joe eat in 20 minutes? So 20 minutes. How many jelly beans will Joe eat? Well, we know for each of those minutes, Joe will eat 8 jelly beans. We can therefore multiply 20 minutes by the unit rate, 8 jelly beans per 1 minute, and that will give us the answer to our question. The reason we're writing 8 jelly beans divided by 1 minute and not just 8 jelly beans is that then we'd have minutes times jelly beans. That's not the unit we want in our answer. So 20 minutes is really, a whole number is really an invisible denominator of 1. 20 minutes we can write as 20 over 1. So now we're multiplying 20 over 1 times 8 over 1. The unit, minute over minute, cancels. So now I'm going to be left with a unit of jelly beans. So 20 over 1 times 8 over 1 is just 20 times 8, 160. Minutes have canceled, 160 jelly beans. My answer then is, in 20 minutes, Joe will eat 160 jelly beans. When you're performing your calculation, you don't need to write this invisible denominator of 1. Just know you're multiplying, for example, 20 by 8. And because we have the same unit, minute and minute, in the numerator and the denominator, the unit that we are left with is just this jelly beans.